Everything's bigger in Texas, and that includes the football being played. Week 2 of Jets football ready as they take on the Houston Texans. Amari Cooper with 142 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. The Texans coming in strong after a great year last year, ready to begin things for a second year. The visiting Jets head out onto the field, and the Texans following suit, led by C.J. Stroud, the breakout rookie. Ohio State. It's Jets, Texans, here on Madden. Zach Wilson ready to lead his team once again. DeMeco Ryan broke out as a coach last year as well. And it will be the Texans going to be receiving the kick. Corey Bojorquez going to be starting things off. The big left boot from Bojorquez ready to go. Our kick is up. Just about up. Now it's up, and we are ready to go. Desmond Harper taking it from the end zone. Harper almost found a lane, but eventually taken down. Harper's 7th round rookie, showing some good promise out there in the return game as C.J. Stroud, 272 yards from the air in yesterday's game. Of course, a fantastic player. C.J. Stroud, one of the future stars of this league. As now we ready up. Stroud with it. Stroud hands it off to Dameon Pierce, and Pierce going to be taken down by C.J. Mosley, I believe it was. Dameon Pierce picked up 100 yards of his own yesterday as well. Nice pat on the back to Laramie Tunsil. Setting up, trips on the left as Dameon Pierce with it. Pierce trying to find a lane, but eventually swallowed up Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. And now 3rd down and 4 for the Texans. Stroud now setting up in the shotgun. Stroud with it. Calls Pierce out. Sends Pierce out to the side. Stroud. Room in the pocket. Throws it and going to be pushed out. No! Thank you. That is Buddy Johnson taking out the receiver. We have Nico Collins with the reception. Does not get the first. Punt up by the undrafted rookie Chase Stevens as Anthony Johnson Jr. trying to get somewhere. Gets nothing. Chase Stevens out of pit. Undrafted rookie as now Zach Wilson, a former 1st round pick. 16 of 35. Not the most efficient day, Zach Wilson. Someone that has been questionable in his games up to this point. Setting up with Breece Hall beside him. Chris Jones, the big offseason acquisition for the Texans, as Breece Hall on the run gets 6 yards, maybe 5, before being taken down. Breece Hall, 148 yards. He is going to be a linchpin in this Jets run. They're going to let their defense do some talking. It'll be Breece Hall leading things on the offensive end, as he'll get another handoff, and he's taken down by Chris Jones. Chris Jones getting some big money, and that is why he is a game wrecker out there. Helped the Chiefs win multiple championships. Now, seeing if Texas can need his services, as that's caught by Marvin Davis. 15 yards on the reception. Davis looking to be a very key piece to this Jets team. Zach Wilson showing some nice promise in the pocket. Now, sending Richie James in motion. We'll hand it off to James, who's tackled right away by Will Anderson. Will Anderson really picking things up. And again, this Texans team, very young and very talented out here. Duma Azukiwe, 1st round corner, is out on the field as Breece Hall breaks the tackle and down right before as Tyre Tart is hurt. Jalen Petrie trying to go in for the tackle. And Breece Hall, just a nice job avoiding him. Tyre Tart going to be leaving the field. Going to get some medical attention. So now, Breece Hall on the backside. And does not get it. Stopped short by Jonathan Grenard. And what a play out there by the Texans. Corey Bojorquez going to be taking the snap. No, it's a fake! And got the first down. Early fake Jeremy Rucker. Gets the direct snap, and he's going Robert Saleh. What a ballsy play early on in this game. Wilson, and draw off sides, hands it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall pushes away defender, but is taken down from behind by Devontae Turner. Sorry, by Will Anderson, I should say. Anderson with a nice job coming up from behind is now Zach Wilson. Setting up once again. Open in the pocket. Throws and misses his target, going for Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson missed last week with an injury. This week he is out here and will be helping this team out. Number 1 receiver for the Jets is now Wilson. Stepping up the pocket. Throws it. Garrett Wilson with it. And he's down. What a play. Desmond King just outrun there. And Garrett Wilson getting wide open out there. Deep. Zach Wilson, a nice job getting up there in the pocket. And a dot right to Garrett Wilson. Didn't beat the one man, but still got a huge gain. Now Breece Hall gets it. Breece Hall going to get a yard as Mekhi Becton will be hurt on the play. It is always a question with this Jets offensive line, whether it is their health or just their skill. They've always been a little bit of a tough team in terms of their offensive line. Zach Wilson setting up once again. Breece Hall in the backfield. Hands it off to Hall. Breece Hall is hauled down by Dominique Volk. Volk, the third round rookie out of the University of Oregon State. Someone that the Jets had on their board for a little while. Now Zach Wilson going to be ripped down by Chris Jones. And that's the Texans defense for you. Taking out everyone and making it so that they can't get any passes up. And Chris Jones with the sack. But it will be a kick and a good. The Jets will start off with a 3-point lead thanks to Cameron Dicker. Once again, they have to worry about CJ Stroud, and the defense, of course, for this team, very strong out there. But Stroud, a top-tier quarterback, as once again, it will be taken from the end zone by Desmond Harper. And Harper trying to run right up the middle, but is taken down on the play. I believe Miles Jack took him out. CJ Stroud setting up once again. Damian Pierce behind him. Stroud takes the snap, hands it off to Pierce. Pierce finding a lane and nearly got through. But a nice job by C.J. Mosley to hold him up, and Chuck Clark help assist on that tackle down. Now C.J. Stroud setting up once again in the backfield. Stroud stepping back to pass, dropping back deep, and it's a fumble! And Jermaine Johnson picks up. Josh Allen forces the fumble. Jermaine Johnson gets the recovery, and C.J. Stroud can't believe it. Stroud trying to escape pressure, and yeah, he drops it right before going down, and that nearly could have been a touchdown. Jermaine Johnson just not quite there, tripping over C.J. Stroud and receiving the fumble. Zach Wilson with only 7 yards to gain, and he throws it wide. Alan Lazard, the intended target. Good defense being played by Trevor Bennett, second-round safety out of Auburn. Zach Wilson going to hand it off to Breece Hall. Hall trying to gain some yards. Does not get the touchdown. Had some help out there by Lucas Hazard. Not enough for the touchdown. Back to Wilson. Standing up in the backfield. Wilson with it. Quick throw to Garrett Wilson. And the Wilson-Wilson connection is good. First touchdown of the year for Garrett. And quickly, the Jets pick up a 10-point lead over a very strong Texans team. Just a quick throw. Garrett Wilson, no one around him. Close one there, Jalen Petrie. And it's just not enough. Zach Wilson to Garrett Wilson. 4-6. Cameron Dicker looking to make it 7. An extra point is up. And it is good. 6-yard drive for the Jets. Something that this defense can allow to happen. This Jets team very, very strong out there. It's now Bojorquez. Ready for the kick once again. And Desmond Harper sees it in the end zone once again. Harper trying to get some room on the outside, but is stopped by Miles Jack once again. CJ Stroud trying to recover quickly from the fumble. Of course, he is someone who is very strong-willed, someone who knows how to win, as he'll hand it off to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce running up the middle and is eventually swarmed by a whole horde of Jets. Buddy Johnson and Josh Allen, main ones in the vicinity. Stroud setting back once more. Stroud throws it in wide open. Amari Cooper with the first down. Amari Cooper, a little bit of veteran presence to this very young team. Currently serving as the wide receiver number 1, but Tank Dell close on his heels. As it'll be taken. Like once again, Dameon Pierce has an opening. Pushes inside Sauce Gardner and gets the first down. Before being taken down by Jordan Whitehead. But Dameon Pierce, just a wrecking ball up the middle, is Pierce, and that time showing a little bit of that fire. Stroud stepping back to pass, has a wide open Amari Cooper's thrown down, but not after a big gain. Amari Cooper, just no one around him. Busted zone coverage led to that wide open play. Dameon Pierce gets it once again, and again, 7-yard rush. Dameon Pierce, incredibly good as a runner. You'd think that this passing offense would be very tight. But of course, the Jets' defense is good at stopping the pass, or at least, making them pressure quite well. Got with it, hands it off once again to Pierce. And Pierce pushed down from behind. Will be tackled, I believe Sauce Gardner and Jermaine Johnson, the main ones on that tackle. As we end the first quarter, just 50 yards on the day in 11 plays for the Texans. Meanwhile, the Jets, a quick 10-point lead going into the second quarter. CJ Stroud setting up. 2 left side, 1 right side. Stroud with it. Stroud throwing strong side and gets the first down out there to Nico Collins. Nico Collins, 4th-year pro out of the University of Michigan, former Wolverine. Nico Collins gets the first, and another one of these young weapons that the Texans have, as he'll fake the handoff to Dameon Pierce, and fumbles the ball picked up by Pierce. Jermaine Johnson, 2 sacks, 2 fumbles on CJ Stroud. He's got to protect the ball a little bit better in the backfield and in the pocket. CJ Stroud, wasting time, takes the snap. Checks it down low and is tackled, no gain on that play by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire just brought in for a little bit of a rest to Dameon Pierce, and now Helaire back out onto the field. Helaire now throwing and wide open, and it's caught. A nice diving catch by, or nice sliding catch, I should say, by Tank Dell. As Jermaine Johnson banged up on the play. Will head to the back, which I believe Dameon Pierce is hurt right now. Nope, never mind. Dameon Pierce now back in the backfield. Stroud with it. Stroud stepping back to pass. Wide open Amari Cooper, and he gets the first down. CJ Stroud, perfect 7 for 7. Jermaine Johnson out of this game. Mekhi Becton also will be missing the rest of this game with a dislocated shoulder. CJ Stroud takes the snap. Stroud looking around, throws it, just running throw, and a late hit on there from Josh Allen. Half the distance to the goal and still first down. Josh Allen thought he was going in time. Refs say too late. CJ Stroud getting away. And he'll toss it out to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce with a blocker, and he gets the touchdown. Dameon Pierce with a great play on that one. This Texans offensive line working well for him as he celebrates with the team. Andrew Beck, Laramie Tunsil out there. And really, the big thing was that block from Juice Scruggs, I believe it was. Nice lead block for Pierce. Led him to the zone. And now, ready to make the extra point will be Caleb Shudock. And Shudock up and right through the middle. Great drive by Mr. CJ Stroud. 83 yards, very efficient on that drive. Shudock kicks it off. Ashton Johnson with it. Johnson takes it. Johnson with a little bit of room, and he's taken down. Gets to the 27, however. Ashton James Jr. with a great play on that one. Garrett Wilson, 2 receptions, 34 yards, and the touchdown. Zach Wilson glad to have his #1 target back here. Takes the snap, hands off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall trying to go up the middle. Just a gain of 2 before being taken down. Breece Hall with a nice gain on that one. Just taking him down piece by piece. But right now, this Texans defense has done very well at stifling a little bit of it. And Breece Hall trying to spin away. Only gains 2 once again. Before being pushed down by Blake Cashman. Now Zach Wilson stepping back to pass. Wilson looking and is taken down by Chris Jones. And Chris Jones just barreling his way through his defenders, through his blockers, I should say, and just make way for Chris Jones. Now, once again, will be Desmond Harper. He's hit hard on that one. It still hangs on. Dameon Pierce, once again, ready to go. First down and 10 at the 24 of Texas. 8:14 left to go in the half. Stroud hands it off to Pierce, and Pierce has some room and only had the one man to beat, but Chuck Clark hauling down Pierce. Pierce could have had a much bigger gain, but a good job by Chuck Clark. Once again, CJ Stroud ready to take it. Play action. Throws it out, and nice grab there by Nico Collins. Collins gets the first down and then some. Great job by the 4th-year player. Sauce Gardner. Gardner just lost a step a little bit. Now down low, Amari Cooper. Pass was a little bit low, but Amari Cooper, he's a deadly receiver for a reason. As now, 2nd down and 1. CJ Stroud looking to go with his team once again. He's someone that you have to watch out for if you are the Jets defense. Is Stroud. Takes the snap. Quick pass. Grabbed, hauled in, and taken down. Trey Niebrick trying to get the pass there. Niebrick, a little bit of a underrated draft pick, I should say. 4th rounder. Could have gone decently higher. So he'll be handed off to Dameon Pierce. Pierce tripping over his own man, but could have had the touchdown if he didn't. Dameon Pierce saved for the Jets, I should say. Saved by that. CJ Stroud hands off Dameon Pierce, and Pierce is hauled down by Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Nice play on that one. Now the Josh Allen versus Josh Allen matchup later on in the year twice. AFC Flash. Damian Pierce gets once again. Pierce trying to make his way through and eventually cut down, but not before getting within the goal. First down and goal, 6-yard line. CJ Stroud, much room to work. Hands it off to Damian Pierce, and Pierce just gets right in. Easy does it, not a problem whatsoever. CJ Mosley trying to knock it loose, but Pierce hangs on and gets the touchdown. Damian Pierce, so far responsible for all the points on the board, for both touchdowns on the board for the Texans. There's a little bit of a problem that this team has with the Jets. They can be a little bit inconsistent on the defensive end. As the kick is up and good. Texans pick up a 4-point lead with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Zach Wilson getting ready to head back out there as it'll be kicked off. And Ashton Johnson Jr. will grab it. Johnson trying to find a lane and nearly broke away. Couldn't keep his balance, and if he did, he was gone. Again, just now starts at the 27 of New York. Zach Wilson, once again under center, hands it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall trying to make his way through, and eventually is taken down by Dominique Volk. Nice play there, Breece Hall. It's a good run right up the middle. Relying a lot on these guards, Joe Tippmann and Lucas Hazard, as Breece Hall once again trying to go up the middle. Taken down up the middle by Christian Harris. Breece Hall again. Going to be getting a lot of runs. Could be a big breakout year. Breece Hall already did have some breakout year potential earlier as he tries to spin away. He did get away from Blake Cashman for being taken down by Kenneth Murray Jr. First down and 10 from the 40. 60 yards left to go for the Jets. They'll just check it down to Richie James. James, a reliable receiver. Free agent acquisition for the Jets was ahead within the 2-minute warning. Brought in to be some veteran presence on this team, as well as just some nice piece on the offensive end. Zach Wilson hands it off. Breece Hall up the middle. Breece Hall is taken down by Blake Cashman, and the Jets are going to hurry things up. Zach Wilson with it. He is going to throw it short to Richie James. Richie James trying to make something happen. Not getting much, just 2 yards, and once again, the Jets are going to hurry up the pace. Second down and 8. Wilson stepping up. Wilson going to run for it. And he dives down at the 32. Zach Wilson, a solid runner. He's not a Lamar Jackson out there on the field, but he is someone with some wheels. And shows it off there with 12-yard gain. Gets him ever closer. Now, thrown down. Marvin Davis with it. And a flag on the play. Marvin Davis with a good play on there. And it's holding being called on the offense. Called on Elijah Vera Tucker. And that saves a big gain. Will be taken first down and 20 now. Wilson up in the backfield. Hands it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall breaks away from Chris Jones. And Breece Hall is eventually brought down by Derek Stingley. The Jets going to speed up the pace though. Zach Wilson stepping back to pass. Wilson throwing it and just threads it into Garrett Wilson, but knocked out in the end by Derek Stingley. Duma Azikile in the area as well. Zach Wilson now with it. Wilson stepping back. Wilson throwing out wide open. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson trying to make a man miss and is eventually dragged down by Jalen Petrie. And the Jets still going to hurry up the pace. First down and 10 from the 14. Zach Wilson now with it. Wilson throwing, gets it to Garrett Wilson. And a nice drive by the Jets. 2-minute drill successful. Garrett Wilson holding on. And this is why you want this man on your field. Garrett Wilson. Just a tremendous job of hanging on. Absorbs the contact from the first-round rookie, Dima Azikiwe. Azikiwe could have been a top corner drafted in any other draft class, but just fell in this one. That time, Garrett Wilson is showing him that he's not perfect. 73 yards, a solid drive, 8 minutes long for the Jets. Ends in the touchdown and leaves the Texans with only 24 seconds left to go in the half. Bajorquez going to kick it off, and this will be deep into the end zone, and Desmond Harper will just kneel it down. Dameon Pierce, 5.5 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns already. He has been a lightning bolt for this Texans offense. CJ Stroud in the backfield. Stroud stepping back to pass. Stroud with it. Breaks away from contact. Throws it out. Nico Collins gets the first down. Not quite. They'll say it's 2nd and inches. Texans call a timeout, and they're quickly back out onto the field. Stopping the clock. CJ Stroud with it. Stroud going short once again for Tank Dell. One more timeout left for the Texans. They gotta go deep. CJ Stroud with it. Waiting to pass. And throws it short. Nico Collins going to be pushed and eventually run out of bounds. Collins with a nice reception there. 10 seconds left to go. Nico Collins, 8 yards per reception. Stroud back to pass once again. Stroud gets it up, and Trey Niebrick gets the nice grabbing catch. Trey Niebrick, 4th-round rookie. You're not just looking in those first few rounds for contributors. And Trey Niebrick has been great out here for the Texans. And the kick is up. And we'll go through. Caleb Shudak will get the 3 points in. 17-17. Thanks to Trey Niebrick. And a nice drive by C.J. Stroud. Johnson Jr., Ashton Johnson Jr. will take it. Johnson looking for some room and is eventually slammed down by Clavon Chasson. And that will end the first half, as the Texans and Jets tied up at 17 and pretty close on yards as well. The Texans out-yarding the Jets. But let's go and look around the rest of the NFL, see what is going on in the league. We'll start off up in the Northeast. New England Patriots down big to the Bengals. Bengals looking to go back to the Super Bowl. They had a rough season last year, but hoping to make amends. As we go down south to the Miami Dolphins, the Dolphins up 11 to Tua Tagovailoa with a nice game. Devon Achane going to be out for quite a while on the year. And finally up at Buffalo, finish out the AFC East, Josh Allen down to the Ravens. Bills 3, Ravens 14. Lamar Jackson showing his MVP status. Josh Allen looking to win one for himself. But so far this game has been predicated on that defense. 6-yard drive for the Jets really helped to push things over the edge and made it a tie game. Of course, Trey Niebrick, nice job in with the catch. Managed to center the ball quite a bit as well. Shudak will kick it off once again. And Ashton Johnson Jr. will take it. Johnson running up the middle. Johnson with a lane. Johnson! Ashton Johnson Jr. is going. He is on his high horse. And no one left out there, diving on into the end zone. Ashton Johnson Jr. picks up the touchdown kick return. What a way to start off the second half. The Jets wasting no time. Ashton Johnson Jr., undrafted rookie. No one in his area. No one in his zip code. Ashton Johnson just found a lane, and he was off to the races. What a run by Ashton Johnson. Cameron Dicker will make the extra point. Only 9 seconds gone, and already the Jets have taken a lead once again. Corey Bajorquez will go out to kick. And again, just what a play by Ashton Johnson Jr. He'll be taken deep in the end zone by Desmond Harper, who will kneel it down. CJ Stroud, good drive at the end of last half, hoping to get that momentum to stay. Stroud, under center. Hands it off. No, play action to Dameon Pierce. Will throw it to Pierce, though. Gains just 3 yards before stepping out of bounds. Could have potentially gotten a little bit further, but Pierce just maybe not quite quick enough on the turn. CJ Stroud now setting up. Gets it over. Dameon Pierce with it. Then Pierce going to be dragged down in the, with a gain of 4. Chuck Clark with the tackle. Pearson nearly breaking away for a massive gain. Stroud trying to bait them out. Trey Niebrick once again with it, and he's pushed down. That's Buddy Johnson with, Quincy Williams, finally there. Quincy Williams with a nice job stopping him short of the line to gain. It will be punted out. Ashton Johnson once again back on the field trying to make a punt return work, but is not going to. Garrett Wilson has had himself a game so far today. 66 yards, 2 touchdowns, just 4 receptions. Sorely missed in last week's game against the Broncos. But now Garrett Wilson is here, and he is helping out his team. Zach Wilson under center, hands it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall trying to make his way through and will be taken down. In with just a short gain will be Blake Cashman on the tackle. Zach Wilson once again setting up in the shotgun. Wilson takes the handoff. Wilson looking and just throws it wide. Tyler Conklin, the intended receiver, threw it just out of the, almost a throwaway on that one. Now 3rd down and 8. Wilson going to throw it. Richie James has it. Richie James is going to go. Richie James on his way. And Richie James running on into the end zone. Jimmy Ward not able to catch up. And Richie James roll out the red carpet. Richie James. That one was a good pre-snap adjustment by Zach Wilson. Saw a little gap in the defense, and Richie James just gets it. No one able to get him. Derek Stingley trying, but just short on the tackle. And the Jets, a quick 14 points in just a minute and a half. Corey Bajorquez going to kick it off once again deep into the end zone. The Texans will take it from the 25. The Jets have started to run away with this game, but the Texans, they're a team that can't be taken lightly. CJ Stroud, pre-snap adjustment. Stepping back to pass. Stroud with it. Throwing short. And it's Nico Collins with it. And Collins just breaking away past his defender. Nothing going on that one. DJ Reed, I think maybe trying to play on the ball. Breaks the tackle as Collins. Now Stroud gets the snap. Throws it high. And knocked out of bounds. Knocked out of his hands. Once again, Trey Niebrick making a big impression on this game. CJ Stroud now with it. Takes the snap. Gets it out. Amari Cooper with the gain of 8. And this pass offense going very strong. Pass defense still a little shaky from the Jets. CJ Stroud with it. Hands off to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce is stopped by Jordan Whitehead. 4th down, and the Texans will look to punt. The Jets defense, when they're on their game, they are shut down, and we're seeing that quite a bit in this game. This punt will go out of bounds at the 17, or the rest will call it. Richie James on that one. Massive game. He has caught every single one of his targets and gotten good yardage out of it. Wilson now with it. Hands off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall with the lane. Breece Hall drops the ball and diving on it. Tyler Conklin. Breece Hall just stopped short. Was short of the line to gain and dropping the ball. Breece Hall needs to keep the handle on it. He'll get the handoff once again, and he's dragged down over the first down. Christian Harris going to wrangle him in. And the Jets looking to start cooking. Once again, Wilson in the backfield. Hands it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall trying to find a lane. Gets nothing. Breece. Now Zach Wilson setting up once again. Wilson with it. Man in motion. Takes the handoff. Hands it off to Marvin Davis. Marvin Davis not going to get much. He's, of course, the third-round rookie out of LSU. Travis Proctor out of LSU as well, the fourth-round pick. Really liking that Tigers team. Zach Wilson sets up once again. Zach Wilson tosses it in. Garrett Wilson hangs on, gets the first down. And will be a good job on that one. Seeing Jeremy Ruckert in the fullback position on a couple of these formations. Matthew Moore out with a foot injury. As Breece Hall gains nothing on that one. Good stop by the defense of the Texans. As Zach Wilson, I think, trying to get a call for a late hit. But the refs not biting on his acting. Once again, handoff Breece Hall, and he's taken down. Once again, not much to gain. Jonathan Grenard going to take him down. Third down and 9 now. Jets going to be looking to pass. Wilson stepping back, has the quick throw, gets it to Tyler Conklin. Conklin gets the first down. And this Jets offense is moving. Zach Wilson having himself a nice game. Tyler Conklin picks up 12 before being taken down by Desmond King. Hands off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall gets a big game before being dragged down by Jalen Petrie. Again, Breece Hall getting a lot of carries in this game, and will be getting a lot of carries for the year. Hand it off once again to Breece Hall. And once again, taken down by Jalen Petrie. Already has 100 yards on the day. Being used quite extensively throughout today. There we see Tyler Ruckert out there as the lead blocker, but not getting much gain on that one. First down and 10. Zach Wilson takes the snap. Wilson looking. So Tyler Conklin with a nice sliding catch, hangs onto the ball. Will be a 6-yard gain. Sorry, Jeremy Ruckert. I apologize. Second down and 4. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Goes Alan Lazard. Nice diving play by Lazard. Was the big acquisition to help out Aaron Rodgers last year. But Lazard now still on the team. Zach Wilson going to be his man in the backfield. Zach Wilson stepping up in the pocket. Throws, nearly picked off. Jimmy Ward is going to be kicking himself over that one. Should have had it. That one just lobbed right to him. Second down and goal now. Just within the 10. Zach Wilson gets it out. Garrett Wilson. Once again, Garrett Wilson gets the touchdown. 3 on the day. And he's still in the giving mood nonetheless. Serving out them those TD sandwiches. Garrett Wilson, just a nice cut on the play. Got past Trevor Bennett, who was on him. Trevor Bennett, a second-round draft pick out of the University of Auburn. It's Cameron Dicker out to kick the extra point. We'll be up, and we'll be good. The Jets pulled away with this one, 21 points in the third quarter alone. Bojorquez going to kick it off And it'll be taken in the backfield and run out by Desmond Harper. And Harper going to be dragged down. Tyron Njoku with the tackle. First down and 10, potentially the last play of the third quarter for the Texans. CJ Stroud barking out orders. Stroud back to pass. Stroud trying to run away and just loses 15. Quinnen Williams on the sack. Quinnen Williams there, just a great play out there by Williams. Jacob Sykes also there as well. And the Texans just haven't been able to get their feet off the ground. Second down and 24 on this one. And it has been a little bit of a runaway for the Jets. Again, just a big second quarter for the Jets. Or sorry, big third quarter. 21 unanswered points. Gets them quite big of a lead. CJ Stroud looking to overcome that. Has 12 minutes left to go in the game. Stroud gets it up to Trey Niebrick. Niebrick going to be pulled down by DJ Reed. CJ Stroud. Proud of Niebrick. Again, he's picked up a big game so far as a fourth rounder. CJ Stroud. Once again, back to pass. Stroud just going to check it down to Nico Collins. He'll be dragged down on that one by C.J. Mosley. Sorry, that is Quincy Williams. Fourth down and 4. Texans back to pass. They're back in the, or looking to pass most likely, and they will. Throw it, and Trey Niebrick once again is wide open. Trey Niebrick leading the day as the tight end. Dalton Schultz and Brevin Jordan, both of the tight end 1 and 2 out. Dalton Schultz with an ankle injury, Brevin Jordan with a thumb injury, as Trey Niebrick once again is getting big pickups in the absence of Schultz and Jordan. CJ Stroud once again, back to pass. And we'll fake it to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Gets it up to Nico Collins. Nico Collins going to get the reception. Juice Scruggs hurt on the play. Will call time as he will get his leg checked out. Hopefully nothing serious. First down and 10 on the 38 of New York. CJ Stroud in the gun. Stroud looking. Throws it wide and intercepted by DJ Reed. DJ Reed is on his way. Reed fakes out a defender and is eventually taken down on the play by Kendrick Green. DJ Reed. That one just pressure caused on the outside by Josh Allen. And Reed just reading his way on that throw. Picks it off, undercuts it, and gets the big gain. Flips the field. They were on the Texans 37 now, or on the Jets 37 now on the Texans 38. As Breece Hall has a lane. Hall trying to juke past some defenders, but is taken down 120 yards on the day for Breece Hall. Now, first down and 10. They'll hand it off once again to Breece Hall, looking to waste some time. But Breece Hall has a lane. Breece Hall trying to dive in, and he gets it! Breece Hall diving past Jalen Petrie, and he gets the touchdown. Wipe the sweat off, no big deal. Breece Hall, a nice run, gets a touchdown. They were looking to go for 2. Hand it off to Hall. Hall runs his way in, and Breece Hall, what a performance on the day. Gets the extra point. Make it 4 score. Breece Hall just running on in there, and very happy is Zach Wilson. This one looking to be a win for the Jets. Cameron Dicker looking to make it 45. And he will be up and good. Just a tremendous job out there by the Jets. 28-point lead now. Bojorquez going to kick it off. Grabbed by Desmond Harper. Desmond Harper running out of the end zone, and he'll be swarmed by a load of Jets. Taken down at the 23. C.J. Stroud, a big hill to climb. 8 minutes left in this game.
Here we go, shot.
Stroud sending Dameon Pierce in motion.
Ready.
Stroud takes the snap. Stroud looking around. Gets it out to Trey Niebrick. Niebrick going to gain 7 for being taken down by DJ Reed, I should say. DJ Reed, the first interception on the year for the Jets. Stroud taking his time. Stroud running, gets it up, and will be caught. And before being dragged down, Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming in from the backfield. 6-yard gain for Helaire. C.J. Stroud waiting for it. Stroud gets the snap. Stroud on the screen to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce with it. Pierce breaks the tackle. Dameon Pierce gets the first down off of a screen. Jordan Whitehead eventually takes him down, but Dameon Pierce, it's a fantastic play on that one. C.J. Stroud now once again in the gun. Stroud with it. He'll pass it up to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce breaks the tackle. Look to break more. Does not. Does get the first down. Dameon Pierce with a tremendous game so far. Receiving now being added to his total. Kyle Fuller with the tackle. C.J. Stroud once again gets it out to Dameon Pierce, and Dameon Pierce will be taken down by Quincy Williams. Feet cut out from under him. 2nd down and 3 now. 5 minutes left to go. Looking very unlikely that the Texans will be able to get this one as a win. Amari Cooper grabs it before being smushed by Miles Jack. 4.5 minutes left to go. C.J. Stroud going to take it under center. Stroud hands it off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Helaire looking to break a tackle. Eventually he's taken down by C.J. Mosley. 7-yard rush on that one. With the Jets looking to pick up a big win on this one, they'll be starting their way in. This was going to be a little bit of a strange year for the Jets. C.J. Stroud will just pass it down to Trey Niebrick, who gets the first and stands a big hit by Miles Jack. But the Jets, of course, strange year. Zach Wilson already announced will not be re-signing with the team. And it will just be a test of this defense. Of course, the question of who will be out there for the future, as Amari Cooper had the separation, but C.J. Stroud just throwing a little bit too far. Good test for the defense for this year for the Jets. C.J. Stroud takes it. Stroud passes it, and it's knocked out of the hands of Amari Cooper by Sauce Gardner. Gardner a little bit quiet so far on the year, but if you're not calling a cornerback's name all that much, he's doing a good job. 3rd down and 10. C.J. Stroud back to pass. Back in the pocket, and just throws it away. And Gardner and Amari Cooper getting into it a little bit. It looks like the offense will stay out on the field. 4th down and 10. You need this touchdown, and it'll be thrown, and it's out of bounds. And a nice job out there by the Jets defense as a whole to break things up. As they'll hand it off to Breece Hall. Breece Hall will gain about 6. Jets just looking to run this game out. Zach Wilson under center. Wilson with it. Taking his time. Still 2 on the clock before sending it to Breece Hall. Breece Hall gets the first down. Some nice help from behind by Joe Tipman. And they'll wait out the 2-minute warning. The Jets, again, looking to pick up the win in this game. The question is, will the Texans call timeouts? 1st down. 2-minute warning. Brees Hall gets it. And will be pushed ahead to Texans, throwing out the white flag. 2nd down and 9 now. And this game will be over in a Jets victory. They have a tough match again. They have a tough game that they just lose near the end to the Broncos before heading down into Energy Stadium to take out the Texans. One of the best, brightest young teams in the league. It'll be 3rd down. Zach Wilson going to just throw it short from Marvin Davis. And that'll be it for your game. 45-17. Jets pick up the win over the Texans. And they move their record to 1-1 on the year. The Jets hoping to keep some momentum going as we continue on with our season. Zach Wilson just looking to wait. They're just looking to wait out the ball, and it will be game. Brees Hall with a tremendous game. Zach Wilson have a strong performance as well. If Zach Wilson is on his game, he does show off why he was such a high draft pick, but he showed it there. Last week, not so much, but Robert Saleh, D'Amico Ryans. Some nice sportsmanship there. And we'll move on to our next week of play for Jets football.